I'm Hannah. I'm the lead artist here at Art Start, and I'm going to be showing you how to paint a butterfly today. So you will find in your kit a template of a butterfly, which has been pre-drawn for you, that we will be filling in with our colors. You'll also find your colors. You're going to have two different blues. One is ultramarine blue, it's the darker one, and one is cobalt, and it's slightly lighter. Then you'll also have white, gold, two different browns. One is raw sienna and one is dark umber, and Payne's gray, which will be our dark color. Some of you will be receiving a different color palette. You'll be getting oranges and reds and yellows. But I'm going to go through all of the technique with the blues, and the same techniques will apply to the orange and red and yellow butterfly. And you'll also have two brushes, one medium and one detail. So to set up for painting, you're going to want to have a cup of water, and then something to mix on to use as a palette. You can use just a Tupperware top or any kind of flat plastic surface. The first thing that we're going to do is take a little bit of our Payne's gray. Payne's gray is a little bit chunky, but it's still going to work. Onto our palette and add some water. We're working with acrylic paints, so they can be used both kind of watered down, or they can be used just straight and thicker. For our first layer of all of our colors, we're going to be using them with more water. So this is our outline color. It's going to be going into the fields of color that are around all of the teardrop shapes and the wings of our butterfly. So the way we're using it right now is a little bit like watercolor. It's easier to move around that way, and it's a lot more efficient when you're filling in big spaces. Another thing to keep in mind while you're working on these is they're going to be cut out from this paper that they're on. So if you go out the line a little bit, it really doesn't matter, because any paint that you get outside here is all going to be cut off. Now that we've got this nice first layer down, we can start putting in some watered down blues. So when you mix your paint with a bunch of water like this and use it in kind of a watercolory way, we call that washes. So this is a Payne's gray wash that we've been using, and next we'll be using washes of the other blues. And again, one of the advantages of working with these washes on your first layer is that if you go into other fields where they're supposed to be a different color, it's no big deal, because you can go back over it really easily once it's dry. As you mix more of each of your colors, it might be a little bit different from how you mixed it a few minutes ago, but that's not a big deal either, because this is a creature in nature. So there's plenty of natural variation. Next we can start going in with some of the darker portions of our blues. So I'm just going to take some of my darker blue, the ultramarine, maybe a little bit of the cobalt mixed with it as well without any white. So next I'm going to go in with a little more of my lights. I'm going to use some more white with a little bit of the cobalt. So next I'm taking some of my Payne's Gray, and instead of watering it down, I'm just going to start using it to go along my outlines a little bit thicker. So it makes this more opaque. So I'm realizing that I might want to add another color to this. I'm going to use some phthalo turquoise. So what I'm doing next is taking just pure white with my detail brush, and I'm going in and putting in lines to represent the ridges and the structure of the butterfly's wings. So they're all radiating out from the, I think it's called thorax, from the body of the butterfly, and going kind of through the middle of each of, not each of these, but most of these teardrop shapes. Next, I'm going to be adding some more little eyes on the edges of the wings. So I'm going to mix a little bit of blue with white, and it doesn't really matter which blue you use because we'll be using the other ones on top of it. But I just do like a basic light blue. Kind of let it take shape based on the edge that it's near, kind of echoing the edge that it's next to. And then this bottom wing is going to fold up over the top one, so we can just use that same kind of light blue as a little highlight here to show that dimension. Hopefully good. So this will be your finished product, and you will be next cutting this out. So we'll do that. Thank you for watching, and thank you for participating in our mural.